Hey guys, it's Kate with the Book of Kate, and today I'm going to be talking about all the books that I read in January. Alright guys, this month I read 7 books, and honestly, for how bad of a month I was having, and me having a good 2-week reading slump, I'm not mad. I started tracking my reading this year in this reading tracker, and man, I am so glad I did. It is so easy. I added these stickers, but I will link it down below, and it is designed by Novelly Yours, and it's like literally so perfect. I didn't have to go hunting through my Goodreads to see what books I read this month, and it made my life so much easier. On January 1st, I literally finished 2 books, and so I thought I was winning at life this year, but it quickly went downhill. So the first book that I finished this month was Wrong by Adelaide Forrest, and this book was 1 star. This book was absolutely horrible, and I don't know why more people aren't talking about the rape and the abuse and the kidnapping that happened in this book. And no one was really talking about it at all. And there was a very, I think this, I'm so flustered right now because this book was just so horrible and nobody was talking about this. I think this has an average of 3 stars, and I'm gonna give you like a little timestamp if you don't want to hear this because it could be triggering for you. There is a lot of SA, like everything. This book follows this girl who I can't remember who she is or what her name was, but she is a freshman in college and she has always had a crush on her dad's best friend. Well, her dad's best friend has also always had a crush on her. Yeah. Always. Always. So to kind of get this girl out of his system, he belongs to like this BDSM club, and so he arranges to set up like a fake kidnapping that's like consensual with a girl that looks like her. Well, he gets them confused, and when he throws her in the trunk, he realizes that he made a mistake, but no, he decides to kidnap her anyway. And even when she's yelling stop, like he's like, sorry, I'm too turned on to stop. And then the next day, once he has a clear head, he still rapes her again. He rapes her multiple times throughout this book. And I don't know what's up with the trend of, like, do authors not realize they can have a dark romance without needing the hero to essay the main character? Like, he's not even a hero at that point. He's a villain who deserves to die. What can I say? That's my opinion. But anyway, yeah, so this book was absolutely horrible. 1 star. Gross. The next book I read was Forbidden Promises by Katie Robert. I gave this book like a 3.5. It is book number 3 in the O'Malley series. Each book in the series follows a different sibling, so I'm not gonna talk too much about the series just because like they're all so interconnected and like each book is so important to the next one. Each book follows a different sibling, but we still see like snippets from the other siblings' perspective. So this, like in this series, it doesn't just follow like the hero and the heroine's point of view. No, it follows like different siblings, different people. Like it follows a whole bunch of different people, which I honestly didn't mind. I thought I wasn't prepared for that, but I actually did enjoy it. And this book follows Salome, like the quiet sister that kind of fades into the background. And then I read Maneater by Emily Antoinette. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And I loved this book. I gave it 4.5 stars, and it is a Monsters of Moonville novella. This book follows a witch, and he's like very shy, you know, very reserved. He's innocent. Like, I don't even think she's been kissed before. And a succubus. Yeah, so you know it's steamy, you know it's hot. Oh, I loved it. But they meet because he joins this like coven, and they summon this succubus, and she's like, send me back, leave me alone, like someone break this circle so I can go home. And so he's like, holy shit, he breaks the circle, and he's just so sweet to her. He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I had no clue they were doing this, I just met these people. She could tell that this man is innocent, pure, and genuine, and so it is just their love story and her kind of teaching him things, and it was just perfect, and it's just what I needed at the time. So the next book I read was Endgame by G.A. Mazarak, I don't know, something like this. And this is a hockey romance, and the hockey in here was spot on. So if you guys don't like a lot of sports in your sports romances, this book is definitely not for you. But it was definitely for me. Okay, guys, like, I'm a Texas hockey fan. I really am. I know we're rare, but I'm here, you know? I'm here. This book follows Gracie and Liam, and Gracie has always been in her hockey family shadow. She's always been kind of overlooked because she never played sports and she was a girl. All her brothers are like professional hockey players, and her family, I can't remember what it's called, but I know gymnastics does it too. It's where like you go and you stay with another family because like there's better hockey facilities and they can do more for your hockeyness. So that's where Liam comes into the family, and there's a bunch of other kids who do that too that we see. It's so fun. I can't wait for all their stories. But this one follows Gracie and Liam, and Gracie had like the biggest crush on him, but he like chose her brother over her, and she was super hurt, and she kind of like distanced herself from the family because she was just treated like shit. Then like something happens to Liam. He asked Gracie to be his PA, and she's like, okay, but I'm not taking any of your shit. And he's like, I would expect nothing less. And it's their romance, and it's sexy, and the banner is perfect, and I just love this book. But I only gave it 4.5 stars because this book was long as fuck. It was over 600 pages. It did not need to be over 600 pages. It really didn't, I promise you. I feel like you would like this only if you like hockey as an actual sport, just because there are bunch of different scenes that show the game, and the game is just so important to the story just because it follows a hockey player and a girl who comes from a hockey family. I also love how Liam stands up for Gracie, and like I said, this book was just perfect. I just knocked off half a star just because it was so damn long. And then this is the only book I got to from my January TBR, and it's Happily Even After by Lena Matthews, and this book is horrible. It sucks. So I picked this for like a book that gives me Shameless vibes pool, and yeah, it just sucks. I only made it 38 pages, and I was like, no. And the book is barely 200 pages. I only made it 38, and I was like, I can't do this. It's not for me. It follows this couple who got divorced, and they're not really on speaking terms, and then he finds out she got pregnant from a one-night stand, and the father's not involved, and he steps up because he still loves her. And it's all just very weird, and it was awkward, and I was like, I can't vibe. I'm DNFing it. I'm getting rid of the book. Like, I can see, like, I don't even think you can buy this book on Amazon anymore. It was like that unpopular. It got pulled. So anyway, yeah, this book sucked. That's all I have to say. Only read 38 pages. I feel like I've missed nothing. And then I read Vicious Union by Jocelyn Soto, and now this cover, Gorgina, absolute Gorgina. Okay, and I did tab some parts, but I really enjoyed this. It is the Four de Mortes Cartel book number 1, and I will read book number 2, but like, this book was just kind of slow for me. I really enjoyed it, but it was slow. I gave it 3.5 stars, but I expected more sex. I expected more violence. Like, there was a big, like, half the book, the whole middle part of the book, there was no sex, there was no violence, there was basically no mafia, there was nothing happening, but I still enjoyed it, and I liked the couple, you know. So I'm not really selling this book because I don't really know how to sell this book. It was definitely touch her and die, and I think I also loved it because, like, I was very proud. Like, I thank everyone in my high school because I did not need Google translating for all these like slurs and like shit they were saying, like slurs, bad words, you know, derogatory terms, you know, like I didn't need Google Translate for any of that shit. And normally, like, I can't read a book if it has like a different language in it, and physically, just because I can't look up what it says easily. But I was like so proud of myself. So everyone from my high school, Thank you. That's the only thing y'all ever did for me. But anyway, yeah, this gorgeous. And I also loved the interweaving of Mexican culture and Day of the Dead. Like, this is her thing for Day of the Dead. It was just fun to see it, and I really enjoyed that aspect. And I'm excited for the next book because it's this guy's sister and his best friend and second in command. And then the last book I read was The Ritual by Chantel Tesler, and I listened to this book on audio, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. I know I literally just said there's like an issue with like rape in books, like, and there's definitely rape and sexual assault and like dubcon and lots of different kinks in here, but it just felt different, and it felt, I don't know, more respectable. I don't know, honestly. It takes place in college, and Riot is in a secret society, and he is forced to choose a lady, and so that lady is, I don't remember her name, but he's like forced to choose her. She does give consent, like, after, like, there is more dubcon than like fucking wrong and other dark romances. I feel like this book did what Kings of Corium wanted to do. This book accomplished what they wanted to do, and that one was horrible. So I know I'm kind of contradicting myself here, but I actually did really enjoy it. And this is just a dark secret society. Like, I don't even know, like, there's so much that happens. I don't even know how. Like, there's so much that happens. I don't even know how to describe it. Follows like Riot, who's a member of the secret society, and this other girl who like is chosen as his lady, and you'll see their relationship progress. You'll see her crazy ex-boyfriend, like, you'll see everything. And I would recommend. I actually would. I would recommend it. I know. I just shitted on rape and dubcon, but I did like this one. And oh my god, the audiobook, perfect. My only issue is I need narrators to start pronouncing library correctly, just because the R is not silent and you're a narrator. You should know that. Okay, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below, or let me know what your favorite book of January was. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!